Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Daily Dose of Dawn. Mansplaining the Handmaid's Tale. Yes, that's right, folks. The epic mansplanation continues. We wrapped up season 2 last time, but we will have ourselves a little recap today. And then we are prepared to go as far as episode 3, which I don't think will be an issue to get through all of that. Alrighty then. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Alright. Let's line up this first shot here because it looks like it's. I remember this one as a bastard. Playing a little Mario Golf here while we do this with the Wiggler. And of course, we got Luigi there on championship rank, so should be pretty good. Pretty good match. He'll probably kick my ass. Well, okay then. Let's get the recap started. So, the season opens up, and as you recall, June was put in the back of the truck, and you're like, where's she going? Oh no. Well, the season opens up, she's in there. She's taken somewhere. She's let out the back. She is there with a whole shitload of other handmaids. They are gagged and herded like cattle. Off to the gallows, rope around the neck, pull the button, then Aunt Lydia's like, psych! We're not killing all of yous. Just wanted to scare ya. Oh, boy. Ooh, that was a pretty nice one there from Luigi. Gotta give him due. Oh. So Lydia's on the rampage after they refused to stone Janine to death at the finale of the last season. She is out for revenge, but oh, then she is given the news. Old Alfred, June there, is pregnant, so unfortunately she can't take part in the punishment anymore. So now they gotta go all military style about this shit, where June is sitting there eating healthy food and getting plenty of rest, while the rest of the handmaids are like totally fucked getting punished. So we get a doctor's checkup, and then at that point, June is basically given a chance to escape. She finds a key, she goes down a bunch of stairs, out, and then bam, she is in the back of another truck. So, I mean, once again, we are like right back to where we started at the beginning of the episode. So, good job there. Yeah, sometimes I like to take the long way to work too. Alrighty. June then, of course, spends the next several months in hiding, working her way from warehouses to warehouses with shady driver after shady driver. And then she finally makes her way to the plane, and the pilot's in there, and there's another guy in there with her. And the plane's gonna take off, and then all of a sudden, bam, a hail of bullets fucking kill the engine. And the plane is not taking off, and the guardians scoop June up and take her right back to the Waterfords. Yay. Back home, the Waterfords are glad that they rescued her from her kidnappers. Because, yeah, alright, makes sense. Oh, alright, I can't really screw with that then right now, but okay. Gotta, basically make it a kidnapping because you can't say that she ran away because then they'd have to kill her. And she's got a kid. We don't want that. They really want that baby. But because of June's actions, everybody's getting fucked with. Mayday has stopped helping handmaids. And on top of that, Afglin, the woman that helped June speak out for Janine, Yeah, she is unfortunately, she got her tongue ripped out. Damn it. Yeah, I had a feeling that was coming. Alright. So, as we go along, Lydia also shows June the hanging dead body of the guy that was with her on the plane. And that's when the guilt trip brainwashing starts working out real well on her. And so, she's all like, I need forgiveness and I'll be a good girl. Meanwhile, Fred's like, you know what? I think it's time we promote Nick. You know? Straight up. And Price is not really super all that fond of reassigning Nick from Waterford, but he's like, oh yeah, well, we'll promote him. Of course, it turns out getting promoted in friggin' this world means you're getting married to a 15-year-old girl. Yay. Goody, I guess. Wow. Yeah, but before Nick can really get into how horrible this is, he finds June on the ground outside in a bloody mess, and she is taken to the hospital. Now, after the trip to the hospital, the baby is fine, but this scares Serena into softening a little bit on June. Alright, now it's at this point that we get some flashbacks to the story, a little bit more backstory on Fred and Serena. So, Fred and Serena are apparently. Well, Serena's like the Ann Coulter of this universe, basically in the before time, like the well-spoken woman that talks about how women should go back in the kitchen and all that shit. So, wow. She tries to speak at a college, and the college erupts in protest. Somebody tries to shoot her ass, and Fred apparently used to at least have some balls, because apparently he hunted the dude down and murdered the dude's wife right in front of him. So good job, Fred, on that one. Alrighty then. Okay, at this point, Nick's wife, Eden, is starting to wonder why Nick is not super interested in touching her. Well, I mean, in reality, it's because, like, you're a 15-year-old girl and Nick's, like, 30, and he remembers the before time back when, we didn't fuck 15-year-olds, or at least that was considered creepy. So he's like, yeah, I don't really want to do this. Of course, June with the great line, oh, you don't want to fuck somebody? Or you have to fuck somebody you don't want to? That must suck. Oh. So basically, though, Nick has got to fuck this 15-year-old, or else she is going to turn him in for being a gender traitor and end up getting hung. So, I mean, I'm left wondering who the hell the real rapist is here in this scenario. So, Nick is getting real nervous about now he's married and he's in close proximity to June. He needs to get away from June, but he wants June taken care of. So he asked Commander Price, like, hey, I need to be reassigned, and, like, you need to protect Waterford's Handmaid, and I'll tell you everything there is to know about this guy. Alright? And, like, so Price is like, alright, we'll do it. We'll take care of it. Alright? So, right after that, Fred is giving a speech unveiling the fancy new friggin' Red Center handmade programming fucking center where they're planning on processing so many more handmaids. Ooh. Well, Offglen, you see, she had some opposition to this idea of turning more women into handmaids. But the problem is, she had her tongue cut out, so she couldn't really voice those oppositions. So instead, she blew the place up with a suicide bombing. So, good for her for that one. That was a good idea. Alrighty. So, Fred survives the bombing. Oh, too bad. But Price did not. So I guess Nick is not going to get reassigned. And we'll probably eventually find out what he was going to tell the guy about, but we'll see. The Eyes and the Guardians just tear apart the town at this point. I mean, there's always people just hanging all over the place. There are motherfuckers hanging from trees and friggin' buildings. It's all over the place, man. It's straight up hanging. Jeez. And people just walking by through this shit. Dangling like chandeliers. Even the commander and his wife, Offglen's commander and his wife, even they get hung. Just for, not stopping her, I guess. Which, not gonna lie, I mean, you're a commander. You probably should have taken care of that. I'd definitely be wondering, how she got the bomb under your watch. Alright, we are then introduced to Commander Cushing, who clearly has it out for Waterford. Immediately wants to know who was helping June while she was gone. Does not buy that she was kidnapped at all. Because he's probably not stupid. But, he also knows how the game is played, I'm sure. Well, but maybe not. Because this problem seems to get solved pretty quickly, because with the commander, Fred, in the hospital, Serena just decides, hey, he won't mind it if I do. And has Nick run her through how to get the paperwork done. And then very, very quickly, Commander Cushing is arrested, stripped of his command, and the whole bombing is blamed on him. It's amazingly easy, apparently, to frame a high-ranking officer in this scenario, or in this world. But okay, all right. So Serena gets kind of comfortable working in Fred's position, but then Fred comes back, and he's still injured. He's still not quite all over the place, but he's back and he's running the shit. Okay, but the baby Charlotte gets sick. All right, Janine's baby that's with the Putnams. All right. So they find out one of the handmaids used to be a super useful doctor, super special doctor that happens to specialize in what the baby is sick with. And Serena asks Fred if he can okay her to look at the baby, and Fred's like, yeah, fuck that. Nope. God'll help us out, or some shit. Like, alright, yeah, I don't think that's a healthy plan here, but yeah. So Serena ignores that and forges his signature again to get the handmaid brought over to the hospital where she can look at the child. She decides to give up, but the kid lives anyways. And Fred finds out about the transfer that, that she forged his signature for. And boy, does he take his belt off. Literally. Motherfucker literally takes his belt off and whips his wife's ass with his belt. We're going back to that world, apparently, in this. Sure, whatever. Bam! Alrighty then. So the next day, Fred, Serena, and Nick are off to Canada on a diplomatic mission. The terrorist attack gave them the chance to open up relations with Canada. Okay? But while they're up north the border, we are introduced to Mark Tuello. Tuello, I don't know, something like that. Tuello, some shit. We'll just call him Mark. Mark from the United States. Like what's left of it. And he offers Serena the opportunity to escape. And Serena does not take it. And says, I'm not one to betray my country. And Mark's like, yeah, you already did that once, bitch. And... But in the meantime, Nick seeks out Luke and gives him the package from season 1, which is full of letters from handmaids detailing the horrific atrocities that have been happening to them. And Luke releases them all on the internet. Well, the next day, Fred and Serena are awakened to find out they are no longer welcome here. They are straight up booted out of Canada. Bam. In the meantime, Emily, the crazy lesbian you may recall from season 1 that, had a clitty cut out for being a lesbian, but also being fertile. And then, basically she took a car and ran over a bunch of guardians there. That was a pretty fun scene. And, then they sent her to the colonies. Now she's back. Well, her and Janine were sent back from the colonies because of the bombing. They didn't have that many handmaids left. Which kind of brought me to the point I was thinking during the first fake killing scene. Like, the first fake, like the scene where they wanted the handmaids to think they were going to kill all of them. I was like, man, they're about to kill like 45 fertile women in a world where like nobody's fertile anymore. Like, yeah, no. No, definitely not. But, alright. Anyways. Emily is going through the ceremony with her new commander. Just lying there while he's going to town. And then he gets off her, has a heart attack. The wife is like, oh my god, call the ambulance. And Emily's just like, yeah, no. I'm just gonna lie here. We love Emily at this show, by the way. We're definitely down with that. She does get up and kick him in the stomach after the wife leaves. Good on her. Well, Emily is now posted to Commander Lawrence. Oh my, whom automatically steals the whole show as soon as he is introduced. Oh my god, I'm loving this guy and I cannot wait to find out more about him. But we are told at this point that he is the architect of Gilead's economic system. A brilliant and well-respected man. Oh boy. And of course Emily is wondering why does he want such a shitty handmaid then? And that's probably why we're going to find out this guy is awesome. Alright. He is also revealed to be the mastermind behind the colonies, and interestingly enough, I mean, Serena was getting annoyed with Aunt Lydia, but this guy seemed to have, like, no use for her. Like, nope, whatever, get out. We're done. Oh, boy. Alright, so back at the Waterfords, June believes she's going through labor, but oh no, it's false labor. Oh, crap. Yep, that's right. Thought we was getting a baby today, we're not. Now, also in the meantime, June has been, or Serena's been telling June, hey, as soon as that baby's born, you're out of here, by the way. And June, of course, is not super happy about that, but oh, June asked Fred, hey, maybe you can at least put me in a different district, like the same one as my daughter, Anna. That'd be cool if it's within your power. And boy, Fred don't like that. So now June's got both Fred and Serena mad at her. Serena's impatient. She wants that baby out. Okay? So basically, the two of them go in there. They just grab June, and Fred violently rapes the shit out of her this time. Like, this ain't even no stupid, joyless ceremony. This is just like straight up. We're going for it. And apparently this is an attempt to induce labor. Alright. Well, unfortunately for Fred and Serena, it doesn't work. And well, Fred apparently wanted to make it up to June. I don't know how the fuck you make that up, but alright, this is how you try. The next day, and sends June off with Nick to take a ride into the country, where they stop at a house, and June is given a 10-minute reunion with Hannah. Oh, shit. Turns out Hannah is not exactly upset about her new life. She seems to be getting along well with the new parents, and there's all that shit. But June is trying to understand. Trying to. Alright. So, after Hannah and the Martha that brought her there end up leaving. Okay? Basically, June is in the house, and Nick sees the Guardians coming up. They probably saw them, you know. So he goes out to talk to the Guardians, but the Guardians are in, like, no mood for it. They just, like, whoop his ass and throw him in the back of the trunk, back of the car. So now June is stuck in this house by herself. Now, at one point, Fred and Serena come looking for her, and June is hiding in the attic, listening to them argue about, you know, basically, like, well, blame each other about June running away. Literally, like, I mean, she had the best point, like Serena did. Like, you know, dude, you literally raped her fucking yesterday, and you're gonna be, like, bitching at me for not showing her kindness. You know? Oh, but after they're gone, June tries her best to escape. She tries to get into a car that's in the garage, but she can't get the car to go through the garage door that won't open. Oh, that would have been way sweeter if it was the second shot at it, but And then the contractions start, and she's kind of like, oh, fuck, the baby's coming right now, anyways. And there's also a wolf that keeps staring her down, so it's not like she can leave on foot. Yeah, she's kind of screwed. So she does the smartest thing she could do. To her credit, she friggin' bam, shotgun in hand, walks outside, fires a few rounds into the air to flag down some neighbors. She goes into labor. The baby Holly is born. Alrighty. So the next episode starts off. We're told the neighbors found her, saved her, and June is thought of as like this hero because she gave birth to a new child. Woo! Which apparently is a huge deal over there. Most definitely. Alright, I hope the wind doesn't screw me, but okay. Oh. So while Serena is doing her best to keep June away from the baby, we kind of have another problem with Nick's new wife looking for love in all the wrong places, like a 15-year-old will do. Oh boy. Alright, so she finds a guardian, alright? The guardian outside Isaac, who was running the place while protecting everybody while Fred and Serena were gone. Alright, well, apparently Eden has run off with Guardian Isaac. They're in love. It's real love, not this forced bullshit that she's stuck with Nick with. Oh, shit. Alright. Well, unfortunately, the little religious robot came from somewhere, and we meet where she came from, the father, whom it turns out turned her in as soon as she showed up on the door with that boy, and is over there begging for Waterford's forgiveness. So, I mean, that's the piece of work this guy has. He has another daughter that is mentioned. I feel like she's going to be appearing at some point. But it is also revealed. Okay, so Eden is basically sentenced to drown in the pool at the Y for the sin of lust. Yeah, again, it's nuts. Like, they have the whole town watch this thing, and everybody is disgusted and horrified, yet still going along with it. It's insane. Alright, but okay. So, behind the scenes, though, they're going through Eden's stuff, and they realize, oh, shit, she was really trying to read the Bible. And, like, nobody ever taught her to read, because she's, like, 15, and she's just barely in that age to be, like, totally indoctrinated into this bullshit, and it being all she knows, so, alright. But with a little convincing there, at first Serena just sort of writes it off, but she's convinced eventually. She's like, we need to make a few changes here to Gilead, and she wants women to be taught to read the Word of God. Alright. So, I mean, she's still got the Ann Coulter touch in her, like, it's like, I just wanted to be able to read the Bible. I mean, I'm sure, like, she would still be like, yeah, we can definitely control what they read. But, oh boy. And then she, in front of the council, reads the Bible to them. Totally illegal for a woman to read at this point. Oh boy. Fred comes out and he thanks the women for their interest in his work. And yeah, that's pretty much it. He's going to thank you for your interest. And then promptly hands Serena over to the Guardians to have a finger cut off for reading the Bible in public. So back over at Lawrence's place, Aunt Lydia checks up on Lydia, or on Emily. Yeah. Okay. Lawrence tells her the ceremony went great, even though they aren't even doing it. This guy does not appear to be interested in children, or, well, children of his own, at least. Or lots of stuff. This guy seems not very interested in a lot of things. We'll see. But he's lying to Lydia, saying the ceremony's going great, even though they're not doing it. And Lydia is like, oh, even the most wretched of my charges can find salvation in his forgiveness. Yeah, Emily don't like that at all. Okay. Bam, stabs Lydia in the back. Friggin' pushes her ass down the stairs, man. So Lawrence has his wife call the ambulance, and he takes Emily for a little bit of a car ride. Oh shit, where are they going? And back over at the Waterbirds. There is some fires going on. There's some crazy commotion outside. And all of a sudden, Rita is like, "Oh, June, we can get you out right now. You gotta go right now, you and the baby." And he's like, "Oh, shit, really? Yeah, right now." Serena has the opportunity to stop her. However, her new fingerless status kind of has given her second thoughts about whether or not she wants her, quote, daughter to grow up in this place. So she has instead, she lets June go. June works her way through the town and gets to the meetup spot where she finds Emily and Lawrence. Oh shit. Emily's like, "We're getting out. He's getting us both out." When asked why or what he was doing, Lawrence just says, "I'm getting myself in deep shit. Don't get caught." And drives away. Emily gets into the back, and June hands her the baby and says, "Call her Holly," and take her to Canada. I'm staying. And then she closes the door and boop, boop, and the truck drives off. And June is off to find Hannah. That is the end of season 2. Okay then. Hold on a sec here. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see there's a good chance I'm about to hit a tree. Actually, if I do this instead, it's probably alright. Damn. Alrighty then. Okay, so that is the season 2 recap. Oh, folks, let's take a minute here to talk about the show's sponsor, of course. Dubby Energy Drinks. Yes, that's right. been here with us since close to the beginning. Always pleasure. W energy drink. Now this is the sort of thing, man, it requires that focus, man. Like I said, that was a lengthy recap, man. It took longer than I thought, actually. We're probably only getting through the first episode today, if even that. But, whew, takes energy and focus. Get through that stuff, man. And maybe I should have had a W energy drink beforehand, but we got through it a little bit faster. Oh. Let's get this fizzing down here and going. There's no jitters, no crash, just pure focus and gamer fuel. Great for games like this, like Mario Golf. It takes that focus, man. Absolute focus. Let's see here. Bye. Yeah, anybody else got tons of AI women that tell them what to do all the time? Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, and as always, folks, if you go to the link in the description of this video, use the promo code TDDD for the Daily Dose of Dawn. Get 10% off your order. Get yourself some W energy drinks. Get yourself that focus and gamer fuel, man. Then you can tap it in just like I did. You know what, folks? With only 3 holes left, I am probably actually going to save the beginning of season 3 for the next episode. If you listen to this on Spotify, we'll probably wrap it up here, and then if you want to listen on, or if you want to know how the last 3 holes went, watch me on YouTube. We will finish it up on there. Alrighty then, so as always, folks, if you're listening on Spotify, keep up to date with what's going on with your daily dose of dawn. Hello, my YouTube audience. Welcome to Dawn After Dark. Yeah, not really enough to do a back 9 edition, but not really enough to do a whole nother episode. Probably could have done the final, the first one. That one was pretty nice. Now I'm apparently gonna just totally fuck this up at the end. Alright. Oh, we got a special shot. I get the feeling like if I do that, I get the feeling I'm going to regret this, but screw it. I'm already kind of fucking this up at the end anyways. Yep, right into the tree. Fuck. don't you just go in the hole? Oh, there we go. And as always, folks, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Watching this on Facebook, hit that like button, like, share. Hit all of it. You might have noticed, yes, I deleted the TikTok because it would not let me change the goddamn name. So I will just make a new TikTok and start over. That's on my list of things to do, but I will probably do Instagram first. Yeah. And of course, Spotify. Hit follow on Spotify. I got like 6 friggin' loyal Spotify listeners. Although this part of the show won't be on Spotify, but yeah. Alrighty. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Damn, look at that. Oh, shit. This might work out. Well, it's actually, yeah. Oh, that's some horse shit right there. There we go. All he got was a par. He sucks, even though he beat me. Oh. Alrighty, folks. That's going to wrap it up for today. As always, the revolution will be televised, and it will be right here on the Daily Dose of Dawn.